One of the high points of any graduation ceremony is the commencement address. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce to you today's commencement speaker, Dr. Ray Tuck. Dr. Tuck is a graduate of the National University of Health Sciences and has practiced in Southwest Virginia since graduating in 1997. He is currently president of Tuck Chiropractic Clinic, which is a group practice that has begun as 2 practices and now has grown to 11 practices throughout Southwest Virginia. In 2011, Tuck Chiropractic Clinic was named one of the top 50 rising and growing companies in Virginia and was also named one of the best places to work in Virginia. Dr. Tuck also works with multiple sports teams, including Radford University and Ferrum College. Dr. Tuck is currently the president of the American Chiropractic Association and has also been appointed by the governor of Virginia to serve on the Virginia Board of Medicine. Locally, he has served on numerous boards over the years to include the Blacksburg Chamber of Commerce, the Boys and Girls Club, and the American Red Cross, where he served as chairman for 3 years. Dr. Tuck has served in multiple leadership roles over the years, including past president of the Virginia Chiropractic Association for the history of chiropractic. In addition, he has been the recipient of the Blacksburg Regional Chamber of Commerce Small Business Person of the Year and the Virginia Chiropractic Association Chiropractor of the Year. Dr. Tuck is very passionate about advancing and integrating chiropractic as part of the healthcare team throughout quality care, delivery, and patient satisfaction. He has stated that a chiropractor must always remember that they are there to serve their patient. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ray Tuck.
Thank you, Dr. Meston, and thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of this great day. You must be excited. It hasn't been that long for me now that I think back on it, I'm kind of excited for you. But I have to be honest with you, when Dr. Meston called me, I'm an excitable guy anyway. So he called me, he said, "Hey, would you like to speak at our commencement?" I'm like, "Heck yeah, I'll do that." And I hung the phone up and I thought, I've never done that before. I'm a little nervous. Now, I'm a lot nervous. So I called some of my friends that had done this before. Some may call them mentors. I would call them dear friends. They've always kind of guided me throughout my career. And I got to be square with you, they didn't give me a lot of good advice. I mean, they hummed, they hawed, tell them something inspirational. Tell them what they need to do to be successful in practice. I did get one good piece of advice that I do plan on following today, and that was from actually one of your past presidents, Dr. Ken Pageant. For those of you in the audience, they've named a building after him, and he's been one of my dearest friends for over 2 decades now. And he said, "Whatever you say, just say it quick." He said, "They'll cheer you." And I said, "Okay, I think I can do that." So anyway, so instead of giving you the 25 laws of success in a practice or the 10 key things you need to do in life to be successful, I just want to share with you one concept, and that is something called the Platinum Rule. Who in here's heard of the Golden Rule? Most of us have. We've been hammered at you're 8 years old. You're out there on the playground. You don't want to share the toy. You have to because you got to follow the Golden Rule, right? Don't push the other kid because you don't want them to push you, the whole thing. Well, the Platinum Rule actually is slightly different. And a friend of mine, actually, he's not just a friend, but he's one of our partners in our group, shared this with me a couple years ago, and it's been kind of the guiding light for how we conduct ourselves in our group and really how I've conducted myself personally in life. And the Platinum Rule says, treat people the way they would like to be treated, not necessarily the way you want to be treated. Now, why is that such a significant thing? Well, in life, not everybody's at the same place you are. So what you think may be the one key thing that you would want if you were them, that may not be what they want. If a patient comes into your office, we have the benefit, thanks to your education that you're closing out today, of knowing things that they don't know. You have experience that they don't have. So it's our job as clinicians to find out what their goal is, where they're at. The platinum rule, treat others how they would like to be treated. So I think that if you really want to know the essence of true success in life, in my opinion, it's following that. Now, as I've traveled in a lot of circles, both within chiropractic and without, there's a couple key things that are thrown out there. Number one, I'm sure you guys have been trained well on something called shared decision making. Nod your head if you learned what shared decision making is. Okay, shared decision making is when you have a conversation with your patient, you find out what their goals are, you talk to them what their options are, and you work together, you partner with that patient. Now, when I describe that, I think that's what I want when I'm a patient. And so really that is a part of something called patient-centered care, which every circle I travel in now is patient-centered care. But if you really center that down, all that really is the platinum rule. That's all it is. So to close that circle out now, so I did, this is important, being the wise honey I can be sometimes, when nobody gave me any good advice, I said, well, who spoke at your graduation? And you know, with 90% of the time, they couldn't even remember who they spoke. And the ones that did remember, they didn't look fondly on the guy that spoke. So I got to be honest, there's part of me hopes you don't remember me, okay? But the second part that really struck me is that they also couldn't remember what was said. And I thought that was interesting. And then I got to thinking, I couldn't remember what I was told either. By the way, Lou Sportelli spoke at mine, and I still can't remember what he said. But I hope by just keeping it simple, the platinum rule, words of advice, words to live by, I hope that's something that you guys can take. You guys are graduating at the best time ever. It's really hard to believe. The options that you have now to work in integrative settings, the VA, all of that is so important. So I hope you'll take this opportunity, follow that, and I really want to congratulate you guys on job well done. I'm looking forward to watching your class's success and all of your contemporary success, because I think the next 20 years are going to be some of the most exciting for our profession, mostly because we're keeping it about the patients. So thank you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy your day. Have fun.